Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Resistance. We're going to take a look at a few trades, some swings, and it's been a while because, well, just nothing's really been happening intraday. Not much to swing. We got like one trade idea throughout the last week or so, and there's just not much to talk about. It's just very choppy, very sideways. There's some gap and fades. There's some dumps and recoveries. Things are just kind of going sideways and not looking particularly clean. So that is unfortunately part of the reality of trading around June, July, and August. Specifically July and some of August, at least until we get to earnings season, where volatility kicks up a lot as companies report news and liquidity as well kicks up. So, we're not too far away from that, but this is a bit of a lull period. Not much in terms of news, nothing too exciting. And not to say there's no opportunities, there's always something, but just nothing for me. It's just easier to sit on my hands at the moment. But we did take SFR a couple of days ago, and by a couple of days I mean on Friday. The shoot to the upside. We also have HG1, which is the copper futures, which is looking fantastic. So yeah, it's trading at basically all-time highs. It's fantastic. So no reason not to get SFR for myself. And at least it was trending back towards the upside on this nice candle here, so there's no reason not to get SFR. I'm kind of staying away from HCH at the moment because it's, I don't know, it just doesn't look that crash hot. Levels are kind of choppy, but SFR, at least because it's a pure producer, it looks fantastic. It trades relatively close to spot in a way, and it's more reliable. I think it's safer money. We have a few trading ideas from the community as well that I want to get into. So just from the private community, some ideas were coming around for quite a lot of shorts, actually. IAG was a trade idea that was put in a few days ago. We've got VEA as a short idea as well. I won't go into the specifics for the technicals of the setup, but it was on this candle that was mentioned. And we have NHF was a short idea, and these are all basically on the same day as well. So ALD, the question was 42 or 44. I haven't actually looked at ALD since it was posted, and it looks like neither target got hit, 42 or 44, so a bit far away from that one. And AMP. The AMP was a short idea, and looks like it's just kind of going sideways and chilling at the moment, but the signals were there for this short trader that is on Discord, and those are just some trade ideas that he provided. I'm not going to dig into his technicals and reasonings behind it, but just thought I'd just share those ideas for you guys if you're interested. Something to look at. And one of my options traders in Discord is selling, what was it? He's selling calls on, was it STO? I'm pretty sure it was STO. Yes, it was STO, so it was oil. This was somewhere in the last few days. He was looking at selling March 2027 $9 calls for 33 cents. So selling those, I have no opinion. I have no real view on that at all. These are just other trader opinions. These guys have been trading for 20, 25, 30 years. And those are just views and thoughts from them. And I thought I'd just quickly just spout out some tickers and some trade ideas that they've come up with. So that is that. One thing I'm looking at is Fortescue. Also, one of the options trader was interested in buying puts for this one. So this was, I'm pretty sure it was $17 puts for December this year. So he's interested. I think it was $1.40, $1.38 for buying puts, if I recall correctly from the screenshots. There was an add-on for myself, so I did short yesterday, FMG, and then I added on short again at 18 flat. Did end up getting to 18.08, which is basically the bang on the pivot here, actually. So I'm interested to see how this one goes, because the price of IO is coming off. There's this level here. Let me just zoom in. This level is just broken down. Completely broken down. So we're going to see what happens at this 700 level, which is pretty much where it closed at, 699 I think it was today. So it'll be interesting to see how this sort of level holds. 700 I think historically has been quite a significant level in the past, so it'd be really interesting to see what happens. We have broken down this long ass consolidation. This is a whole year's worth of consolidation on iron ore price. It's been quite stable, quite steady, quite uninteresting, and now that it's coming off, this looks like just a shift in direction, because if you look at historically for iron ore, doesn't tend to really go sideways for very long. So this looks like a break in structure, and these breaks after long consolidation periods tend to move, how do I put it, longer term. So when you have like, a couple of months here and then it breaks, like, okay, it doesn't have to necessarily break and continue for a long time. It could just be a short pullback and then it can recover. But when you have a long, relatively tight consolidation that lasts for a year, and that length of time doesn't really happen in the past, you end up with maybe 1, 2, 3 months, maybe 4, but you end up with 12 months of consolidation, and then it breaks a key level and then it follows through, then you end up with just a shift in momentum that can last quite some time. So I guess if we can just have a look and see if that's actually happened. I haven't really dug too deep, but here's an example of like, this was like the closest thing I could probably find is like 9 months here, big structural shift, big rally, once it ended up breaking to the upside. And we've got another structural shift here. So there's like this cone. Can I draw on this chart? I don't think I can, unfortunately. But there's like a cone shape pattern here. And this lasted, again, 9 months. Break and monster rally. Not suggesting it's going to be a monster sell-off, but, again, this is just a long-ass consolidation, and breaking that, I find that to be particularly significant. If you want to see what happened the last time there was a really long consolidation and a break, and we're talking years, you could probably look at something like lithium in the past and silver. So great examples of that. And yeah, so short on Fortescue. I'm considering puts as well. I haven't taken options in quite some time, but these are just some thoughts and ramblings of some trade ideas that I got, some shorts that I got, and would love to see Fortescue come off. Would love to see that. The bigger the better. And after today's add-on, I'd like to see this continue to the downside. It wouldn't surprise me if it did hold here for a couple of weeks. Just this 700 level. 700 does seem to have some significance. Whether it's a psychological level or not, I'm not entirely sure why 700 holds so well. But yeah, we'll see how it goes, and hopefully it breaks down. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.